Tasty, no waste ideas. I love these.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me back, Annette. I'm really excited to share handy hacks that we can incorporate into our back-to-school lunch prep, because we have a lot of things we need to do in the next few days to get our kids ready, right?
Right, so that they're not bringing back or creating garbage, because a lot of schools, I understand, have no waste policies, right?
Well, yes, and sustainability needs to be, if it's just part of our everyday routine, it makes life a whole lot easier. It's actually easier on our wallet, and there's a healthy planet.
Okay.
That's a big bonus right there. Right?
Okay, so let's start off with like ditching the single-size containers, because yes, they're convenient, but it's more expensive. Then you've got that waste.
Yes, and so no more individually wrapped crackers and portion-sized yogurt containers. I know they're cheap. It's $3.99 for a 6-pack, but a bulk-size container is cheaper, and it's better for the planet. So if we buy these bulk-size containers and portion fruit and yogurt, and I've got a smoothie here as an example, these are all great, easy, convenient examples that we can use, and we're also reducing the plastic waste.
Okay, I like this too, no more plastic bags. So many companies have developed their own beeswax.
Yes, so this is plain cotton fabric that's coated with beeswax, and it keeps sandwiches and fruits healthy and moist, and it doesn't dry out, and it also keeps fruit fresh. So I'll show you an example of this. So this is apples that were wrapped yesterday, and they are still fresh.
Oh wow! And
yes,
no brown
and
on there.
Yes, no brown
Look
on
at
there.
That.
So they work really well. This is actually a Canadian-based company, but there's a bunch of
there's
other
a whole
options.
bunch. Yes. Okay, I'm going to wrap these up again.
Yes. Don't worry about it. So the next option I have here is to offer our kids flexibility, because that's one of the big things. You know, bringing home lunch boxes that are not
That's
eaten.
food waste.
That's food waste, and it ends up in the bin, and our kids are not eating all day. So that's a huge struggle with us. So what has worked for us is my kids have a longer lunch break and then 2 shorter snack breaks, and those are usually spent out on the playground. So I've found 1 larger container that they can open easily, and then 2 smaller sized containers that they can carry with them in the playground and stick it in their jacket pocket, because, you know, jacket season is
right.
around
Just
the corner.
tuck it in there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And my next hack here is the best way to reduce waste is to not create it in the first place. So if we move away from paper napkins and switch to cloth napkins, these ones are a favorite with us. I've stolen them from my mom's stash in India.
That's nice.
And this is her embroidery, but I've got different sizes. So for my older one, I have larger size napkins and smaller ones. And the kids have eventually figured out that they need to bring these back, and we wash them with our Sunday wash.
It's just a routine, right?
Yes, it's a routine. It's a matter of shifting the mindset.
Yes, we've got about a minute and a half left, but this is a real cool little hack that you've done here.
Yes, so mushy brown fruit, who hates that? So this, keeping the peel on as much as possible.
Because you cut these yesterday.
I did. I cut these 24 hours ago, and as you can see, the banana is still non-brown, if that's the word.
Okay.
And it's still fresh, and the kids love this. They call it circle bananas. Smaller sized apples. I wanted to show the difference in size. So this is a regular standard apple, and then these are the snacker sized apples and pears. Great solutions. And then also my last tip, which is also my very favorite, is
because it's a pet peeve of mine, because you see this on Pinterest all over. Oh, you've got to cut the sandwiches. You've got to cut the sandwiches.
Yes.
But all this is then wasted.
Yes, and it's you know,
we're going to get rid of that.
It's the food waste, right? And it's also the sheer quantity of time. You know, the sanity at 4:30 in the morning. Do we really want to be doing that? Ditch the sandwich cutter.
Okay, good idea. And I like that you've got a number of, just use what you have, not necessarily going out and buying new things, but maybe you've got, like, check your cupboards right now to see what you've got and get everything ready.
Yes, and there is 58% of our food waste. Second Harvest did some research for us a few months ago, and we found out that as Canadians, we are ditching more than half of the food that we create.
So we've got to make sure our lunches don't come back and they're all eaten.
Yes.
Puneeta, thank you very much. Some very timely ideas for next week. Food for thought.
This program is brought to you in part by 3-for-1 glasses. Fashion for the naked eye. When one pair just won't do. Find your style today. Upper James Street, Hamilton.
We understand not